What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Sports Mania. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video and a reaction to the Carson Wentz trade. Carson Wentz, rumors that he was going to go to the Colts, but rumors he was going to go to the Bears, but he ended up on the Colts, and the Colts traded for him. We're going to be going over the trade and who won this trade, so let's get into the video. As many of us know, earlier today, the Colts traded a 2021 third-round pick and a 2022 second-round pick for the 28-year-old Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz. This was a very big trade, and many of us knew at the beginning of the week that Carson Wentz was going to be traded to the Bears, to the 49ers, to the Patriots, or to the Colts. One of them, it was mainly between the Colts and the Bears, but the Colts pursued him, the 28-year-old, and I'm going to be telling my thoughts on this trade. Really, I think it's a pretty decent trade. I don't think Carson Wentz is worth a first-round pick due to his age. Maybe if he was 25 or 26, I would definitely say he's worth a first-round pick because he's still got time. This man's maybe only got like 10 years left in his career, which is the crazy thing. And if you consider his injuries, he could be having 5 years left in his career. But Carson Wentz this season threw 2,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. And despite only playing 11 games, he still threw the most interceptions of any quarterback. He was not impressive throwing the football, took many sacks, and only threw one more touchdown than interceptions. He had a 72.8 QB rating, which isn't very good at all. Most QBs average about 80 to 95. Some even get up in the hundreds. But the Colts are, I think, the winner of this trade was the Indianapolis Colts. They're getting I think it's the Eagles winning this trade because Carson Wentz hasn't been good. I think 2017, you could argue that Carson Wentz was possibly an MVP. I don't think in 2017 Carson Wentz was that good of a player, if you want me to be completely honest. Carson Wentz in 2017 had probably the best weapons in the NFL. He had Jordan Howard. I believe Jordan Howard was on the team that year. If I'm probably wrong. Jordan Howard, I believe, was on the Bears that season. But anyways, he still had Alshon Jeffrey. He had a lot of Alshon Jeffrey was probably one of the best receivers in the league, probably top 5. Zach Ertz was phenomenal, probably top 3 tight end in the league, probably one of the best, maybe behind Gronk that season. And he still had many other weapons to throw to. And I think really Carson Wentz, he was good, but he had a lot of weapons around him to succeed, and he wasn't the playoff quarterback that the Eagles needed him to be. He was injured. He was injury prone, and Carson Wentz, I really don't think was that good of a quarterback back in 2018, 2017. I think Nick Foles won them that Super Bowl. I don't think they would have got past the Vikings with Carson Wentz. But definitely Carson Wentz, he's 28. I mean, he's in his 5th season. He's going into his 5th season, I believe. Or no, he's going into his 6th season, so he's 28. But Carson Wentz, he's the only active before this trade, he was the only active quarterback on the team that drafted him before the 2016 draft, from the time frame 2009 to 2016. Guys like Jameis Winston's on the Saints, Sam Bradford, Johnny Football's out of the league, Money Manziel, and a couple other guys, Jared Goff's out. But Carson Wentz, definitely, it's an interesting trade. The reason why I think the Colts won this trade is because the Colts, I think the reason why I think the Eagles won this trade, because the Eagles, again, a valuable 2022 second-round pick. Second-round picks are very underrated. And then again, a third-round pick for this year, which can possibly turn into a second-round pick. Then again, think about it, the Eagles have the 8th overall pick. And we're done talking about the trade, but now I want to talk about the Eagles' quarterback situation. Do they stick with Hurts, or do they go out and do they draft a quarterback? So as many of us know, the Eagles have the 6th overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft, which is a very valuable pick. And probably Justin Fields, the Big Ten champion, 2-time Big Ten champion, will probably be around at that time, at that pick. But we're going to be going over the future of the Eagles' quarterback situations. Many people are sold on Jalen Hurts. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts personally. I think Jalen Hurts was okay. Jalen Hurts, Wentz went 3-8-1. Hurts was 2-2. Wentz was 1 and Hurts was 1-2. So I don't think that's the best record. But Jalen Hurts, he had a couple good games, one being the Cardinals game where he threw over 390 yards, 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. But other than that, I don't think Hurts had a good game. He played 4 games, and one being about 3.5. And I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts wasn't accurate this season. I believe he only had like a 58% completion percentage, which isn't good. But Jalen Hurts, he wasn't very accurate. He was mobile, which was good, and he could launch the ball into some tight spaces. But then you look at they got the 6th overall pick. They could go Jalen Waddle. They could go Devontae Smith. They could probably go any receiver they wanted. If maybe the Dolphins take a receiver, probably will. And then they could go Kyle Pitts. They could replace Zach Ertz, of course, but I think Dallas Goedert's fine. But will they take a chance on Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, whoever's around at that pick? I think they need to. I think if Carson Wentz never left, I think they would roll with Carson Wentz next season. I know it's weird, but I'm just not sold on Jalen Hurts. I think the Eagles are, so I personally don't think the Eagles will take a quarterback, but I think they should. And tell me your comments down below. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video. Let's get 7 likes on this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Just tell me your thoughts, and we're on the road to 190 subscribers. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.